Do you want to use your webcam with your teleprompter? This is something that I do all the time. I am doing it right now. I use it for scripts like this, but more often for Zoom calls, so I can look directly into the eye of the other person. If you want to see more about how I use it for Zoom calls, click up here. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to install your external webcam into a teleprompter. And I'm going to show you two different ways. One, if your webcam has a little screw hole in the bottom, and the other way if your webcam doesn't have this little hole. I'm Brighton West, and I produce videos for professional coaches and consultants about how to use video to grow your business. If that's you, I invite you to click the subscribe button and the little bell icon to get notified of future videos. If your camera has this little hole, then you can use it to attach to any place a regular camera would go. It's technically called a 1/4-20 screw hole, and your teleprompter should have one on the mounting plate for the camera. There are some teleprompters out there that are very specialized, like this one that attaches to the front of a DSLR, or the Bodolin that attaches to the front of your computer. What I'm telling you doesn't apply to those teleprompters, but most teleprompters have this 1/4-20 screw to attach a camera. All of my webcams have the little screw hole in the bottom. I recommend Logitech webcams like the C920, the 922, or the Brio, which I'm recording on now. All of these have those screw holes. By the way, the hole in the Brio is a bit hidden. You need to pull off the clip to reveal the hole. Lots of other brands of cameras also have screw holes. If you have that hole, you can attach your webcam to the teleprompter using the screw. Simple. Ideally, you have a teleprompter that can adjust based on the size of your webcam. I'm a big fan of the CaddyBuddy teleprompter because it's so flexible. When it's mounted, just put the black fabric over the back of the webcam. You may need to play with this so that the fabric doesn't fall in front of the lens, either by moving the camera around or adding a bit of cardboard to keep the fabric up. So let's say your webcam doesn't have a hole in the bottom. I don't have any webcams like that, but there are a lot out there. And if you just paid for a teleprompter, you may be looking for a way to use an existing webcam to save some money. So I'm going to use this C922 and pretend it doesn't have a hole. Almost all webcams today are designed similarly to hook at the top of your monitor and rest on the back of the screen. But your teleprompter won't have anything like that to mount to. I found that using this iPhone adapter works really well. It has a 1/4-20 screw hole in the bottom, and if you turn it sideways, there's a good spot to mount your camera like this. You'll find a link to the adapter down in the description. And if you cannot get the right angle with how your webcam is designed, you can try turning it backwards so that you get a different set of options of how the back piece from the webcam mounts to the phone holder. And it's probably easier to mount the phone holder to the back of your teleprompter first and then add the webcam. And then drape the black fabric over the top. Now, I will be the first to admit that this is not the perfect setup. Trying to get the fabric draped over and get everything perfect is a little bit difficult. So if I were you, I would go out and spend the extra $60 or $70 and get at least a Logitech C920. But in a pinch, this'll do. After I created this setup with a teleprompter and a webcam with the screw hole in the bottom, I've used it almost daily. This allows me to look my clients in the eye, and the client thinks that I'm looking them in the eye too. I've got a video up here about how this whole thing works, so go ahead and watch that video next. See you in the next video.